Hey, what's up everybody? I'm Jesse. This is my garage. Here's the 300ZX. Today we're gonna look at a few 300ZXs for sale in some different area. We're gonna start in my local area. We're gonna look at Washington. Then we're gonna look over in Phoenix, Arizona and see what's for sale in different markets. Find if we can find any deals, anything good at all. Maybe help you guys out a little bit. So let's jump over to the office. Let's get started. All right, we're gonna look at some 300ZXs for sale, kind of see what's out there and what the market's doing. This is August of 2021. Right now we're gonna look at my area, kind of the Boise area within 100 miles, and to see what's really out there. This is Facebook Marketplace. That's where I bought my Z off of, found them. Find really good deals on here, so let's just take a look and see what we find. So first off, this guy's the closest one. We've got a 90 2+2, which 2+2s are a little bit harder to find. And they want $6,500 for it. The paint looks good right there. It's not all faded. That obviously the front bumper, that black trim is pretty faded, but overall I'd say the paint's good. Bottom lip of the bumper is intact, which is super surprising because they're hard to find in good condition. What is this, 90, so no spoiler on the non-turbo, pretty basic backlights. That's it, 2 pictures. So I mean, if you want to spend $6,500 on 2 pictures, I think you should put some more pictures on there. Interior, what's going on, let's see what it says. I'll get pictures of the interior soon. I've actually looked at this listing multiple times. It's been on there for a few weeks and there's no pictures still. So this is a non-turbo automatic. Recently did a tune up. I have to ask for more questions on that. So this is one that's available here. $6,500 for a 2+2 non-turbo with very little pictures. Not impressed by that one. Let's see if there's anything else. A lot of Miatas. I know people ask about, let me look at this real quick. I know people ask about these all the time. These Mitsubishi 3000 GTs, but I get off track here. Let's look and see what else we got. Please don't turn your 240 into a drag racing car. That's not what it's meant for. 350Z, so not a lot of 300ZXs in this area. I think we'll just move on to the next area because all right, well, someone had said something about they were looking for a car over in Washington. So I just went to Seattle, Washington, and I did 250 miles from around there. Because let's see what they have in Washington. So the first thing I see, Kirkland, Washington, $13,000. This obviously has a wide body kit on it. Some JDM taillights, exhaust. This is the coupe, 2+0. It's 13 grand. Not a fan of that hood. Let's see what they have. So twin turbo, right? Tons of service done. Always when they say like tons of service done, what does that entail? I mean, is it oil change, brake pads, or is it the 120K service? What's actually done? Be very specific when you list your stuff. The more specific you can be, the better your car sounds for someone to buy it. Like if I just seen tons of service done, that pretty much means like nothing to me. If you say like this service, very specific, like new 120K service, new tensioner, new timing belt, then I know what you're talking about. When you say tons of service done, I mean, changing these little couplers right there can be considered a service to him. Obviously this car sits because look right here, this is a jumper, so the battery's probably bad. They had to jump it to get it started, so there's a tell right there. This is a tell right here. This is not a new oil filter or fuel filter. That's an older fuel filter. So what's back to this? Tons of service done. Didn't change the fuel filter. These are original fuel lines, so the fuel lines still aren't upgraded or at least changed up and serviced. So when you see stuff like that, just be wary of what they're talking about. Have some upgrades here. BC coilovers, sweet. Aftermarket wheels, they actually look pretty good. KBD front bumper, I like KBD stuff, it's good. J-Spec tails, just a ton of just kind of, your typical modification. Now this interior looks great. Look at that seat. I wish my seat looked like that. That's a good looking seat right there. And we got our wide body. A couple more pictures would have been cool. A couple more pictures of the interior. But $13,000. Open to trades. Something cool to put a 2J in. Look, everybody loves 2Js. Let's look and see what else we can find in Washington area. Let's look at something on the, let's see if we can find something cheaper. There we go. $3,500. So there's obviously a lot of stuff over in the Seattle, Washington area. This guy, two-tone paint job. We're missing our nose panel. Bumper possibly is complete. Can't tell because it looks like it might be painted black. Obviously, it's been repainted some point right there. The black strip's gone. All the black stuff is gone. Price is firm. It's $3,500. Price is firm. Car has a straight body. That's good. Purchase a project. Of course, everybody does. Willing to let it go. Nobody wants it. Let's see. Cranks but does not start. Not sure why. So this isn't even running. I'll see if I can find a replacement to purchase. Was a theft recovery, so no ignition, and it's going to have a branded title. I think $3,500 is way too much money for this car. What year was this? A 90. Mismatching wheels, two-tone paint job. It's going to have a branded title because it's a theft recovery. Tan interior. I'm sorry, I don't like the tan interior on the 300ZX. I'm sorry, I'm going to say it. Definitely, there's cooler interiors for this. So it is a manual 5-speed. He says price is firm, but I mean, I don't know why you have two of the same picture. Look at that. One's dark, one's light. Don't put the dark one up. Obviously, ECU's pulled out. This thing is a project. Couple pictures. There you go. That's a project. I don't know. The way these cars are going, I think you could get something better for $3,500. It's not going to be quite a headache. I used to have a G20 back in the day. That one looks really clean. Has a front-wheel drive SR20 in it. There's the deal. I'd spend $13,000 on this 240. You know, I look at 240s. We're going to look at this real quick. Let's see what engine it has in it. Looks good. Looks complete. The dash is all good. RB20. Yeah, I like this. But you guys aren't here for 240SX. Let's see if we can find another. I want to find another cheap 300ZX if we can. I'm not seeing one. Let's go down a little bit, see if we can search. Push out a little bit. $5,000. Let's see if we can find something cheaper. If you guys are selling a car and you want me to look at it, just hit me in the comments. All right, so somebody else had said, if you're on our Facebook, or not Facebook, YouTube community, you're looking for a post I put out. Someone said Arizona, they're looking for a 300ZX in Arizona. They didn't say specifically what city, so I just went to Phoenix, and we're going to do 250 miles. That pretty much covers all of Arizona. And I can already tell there's already some cool stuff. Look, we got a 94 300ZX. This is the coupe, so the 2+0. They want about $10,000. Let's see what they got for $10,000. They got some nice pictures. Paint looks good. Bumper looks intact. Let's see what else we got. Original chrome wheels. All right, so it's the T-top. Looks like this one. What? Come on now. I'm on Facebook. Nice Nissan badge intact. Paint looks pretty good. No rock chips. Wheels are looking good. Body's looking straight. These are nice pictures. I can appreciate nice pictures here. Factory exhaust. So this is going to be a very factory car. So $10,000 for a car that's in good shape and very well taken care of. This is going to be a good deal. If you wanted something you could just buy and drive and look nice for $10,000, I think this is going to be it. So it says 28,000 miles. Let me look at this. All right, what is this vehicle's price has been adjusted by fair pricing policy. So what is this? Way more money than $10,000. Let's see. Doesn't even say. You know how sometimes they'll put $10,000 or something. It's really $20,000. Oh, so $23,000. Yeah, that 10 grand was way too good of a deal. So no modification. This car is actually a pretty good shape. So it's an NA automatic for $23,000. Now, if it truly has 28,000 miles, that's pretty crazy. I would almost, man, if it wasn't automatic, would almost see, because if we go look at bring a trailer, cars that are in this good a shape with this low of mileage, I mean, they bring buku bucks. And they're right there. I mean, $23,000. It's not a bad deal, really, for how clean this car is. If you want, you can't buy a brand new 300ZX. It's about as close as you're going to get. Now, you might not want the automatic transmission and probably wanted a turbo. If it was that, I mean, gosh, that number would go up a lot. But to get a close to new 300ZX for 20 grand, I mean, these were more than 20 grand when they came out. So this is a cool find for sure, and it might be right for somebody. Look at those seats. Those seats look good. Look at that, how clean that engine bay is. So that's a good find in Arizona. It's $20,000. Oh, let's look at this right here. $2,500. Now, let's see. We saw what $23,000 bought you. Let's see what $2,500 will get you. So, hey, it's out of the sun. Let's see. I'm going to go right to the description on this. So, it has a blown-up motor. No problem, dude. I'll buy this and fix it. Not for $2,500, but let's see. So, 91, 125,000 miles. Has a clean title. That's cool. Blown up motor, probably didn't do their 120K service, and the timing belt went. It's got some aftermarket seats with 5-part harness. Not a fan of that in this car. Push to start, not a fan. Fully gutted, oh my gosh, be ready to turn into a drift car? No, dude, stop it. So this car is in rough shape. Blown up motor, missing all of its interior. I mean, if you wanted something like this for a drift car, but I think there's different options, but if that's what you want, go for it. Doesn't say price is firm. I get this thing for like $1,000, man. So that's what $2,500 get on that. Not like a good score, and definitely not a good car if you want to drive that car ever in any type of capacity of what the 300ZX should be driven in. This has got my, I don't know, it's a SC400 pass. Oh, let's see, 13,000. Let's see, I kind of want to see a little bit cheaper because I know people are out there looking for the score because I'm always looking for a deal. So let's see if we can find any other cheaper ones before we look at spending 10 grand, because honestly, it's not an option for some people. I totally get that. Let's see what else we can find. Come on, Arizona, find us something good. Nothing. Oh, here we go. Load up some more. I know you got more for us. All right, well, I'm not seeing it. Let's have a look at that one for 10 grand while we're at Arizona. Or 13. Let's see how good it is for 13. Where was it at? It was up here. Right here. All right. Megan Racing sticker, stock wheels. Oh, man. It better be a twin turbo, but I doubt it. So 2+0. Looking that. This is $10,000. Are you serious? Let me see this. Put so much time and effort. Okay, I need money ASAP. Forced to sell. So, hey, man, when people are letting little secrets out like this, they need to close on a home. They're motivated to buy or sell, so you might be able to get a good deal. No trades. Prefer loans so I can buy back my baby. Car runs. Use a camp 3-foot kicks like a mule. What is this thing? Oh, this is LS swap. Pass. So let's look at it anyways. Fender's all beat up right here. Hood looks good. These are aluminum hoods. They're super expensive to find. Is that damaged rear quarter panel or is it just paint? I don't know. Blue tweed interior. Manual transmission, the broken glove box like always. Everything's looking clean. Dash looks good. Interior is complete, which is a plus. It's even got its aluminum jack. Nice one-piece steel drive shaft. Big old cam. There's your LS. So if you wanted to buy a car that had an LS already swapped into it, there you go. There you go. $13,000 for the pleasure on that one. I think that was it. That was in Arizona on Facebook Marketplace. There's slim pickings out there. I know why they called out Arizona now. I guess let's see what else we can find. All right, so someone had called out Las Vegas, Nevada, and I think this will be a good place to find a car. I haven't looked yet. We just hit the search button. So Las Vegas, but also I pulled my car out of Reno, so don't forget that Reno is right there too. And this is going to bleed into California a little bit, Southern California. So cars that come out of this region, and same with Arizona, they're going to be good because this is the desert. They don't get a lot of rain. We're not going to see a lot of rust on older cars like this. There might be some paint fading, but that's easier to fix than rust. So let's look up and see what we find for 300ZX in Las Vegas, Nevada area. Right off the bat, I'm not seeing a ton. We got some Z31s. We've got some couple 240s. They're super expensive now. 350Z, Eclipses, Preludes, Miatas, Skylines, S14, no 300ZXs. No wonder you guys are calling out on this. I figured we might be able to find 300ZX. If we can't, I am going to move our location over to LA because there might be more over there. And if you're in Las Vegas, you can drive to LA to go get a car at a good deal. This is actually one of the cheaper S2000s I've seen lately. They've went up in price a ton as well. So let's move this over to Los Angeles, even though we're picking it up in here. But there's nothing in Vegas. We'll do 250. That'll push us into Arizona. Let's apply that. Let's see if we find anything over here. All right, well, I see something. So we got a few things. What is this? $3,300. This is gonna be for some. This isn't for a car. What is it? Thinking about selling my car. First offers. $3,300. You guys can go buy this, dude. What is this car? Upgraded coils, upgraded turbos. Okay, what did you upgrade them to? Radio missing. No low ballers. You're taking $3,300. I think that is not many twin. Okay, if this is real, this is a real twin turbo for $3,300. I mean, it is in rough shape, but we can get rid of that body kit. Get something else. $3,300. You'll be all right, considering a twin turbo engine right now is like way ridiculous, like almost $7,000 from one of the major importers. Oh, gaskets came through. Terrible picture. What is that? A picture of hoses that they're replacing in gaskets. That's good. Oh my gosh, that neon yellow is blinding. So definitely has some work done. Looks like they might have just painted over a lot of stuff, but it doesn't matter. Twin turbo engine, $3,300. Yeah, that's more like it. This is good. This might be a good project car as long as it starts, runs, and drives. What is this? This is in LA for $3,300, dude. I'd go get it and pull the engine out of it and rebuild it. This is something I'd be interested in right here. This is like a win in my book. It needs work. The work isn't crazy depending on how it runs. I mean, obviously it's probably gonna need the 120K service. I see no service stickers on there. But if the bones are solid, there's no rust, no major damage, it could be a good project, especially as the real twin turbo engine, and for that price, that's just dumb. So that's a good score right there. Whoever was looking for a car in Vegas, go over to LA and swoop this up, because that could be good bones for your project right there. All right, well, that's going to do it for this shopping little trip. But join me next week. We'll look at a few different markets, see what else we can find for 300ZXs for sale, see if it's a bust or if we find a deal or just some really clean ones like we found today. Don't forget to get your t-shirt, go to shopjgarage.com, help support the channel, support the garage. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.